everybody. Welcome back to the Front Porch. More specifically, welcome back to the basement of our office, as you can see. And with me, I have two very spooky-loving ladies, Julia and Liberty.
Hello.
Hey,
yeah,
Ethan.
happy to be here. It's very spooky. It's very good.
Yes, it is. Spent a lot of time making it look presentable, because it is not presentable most of the time.
Oh no, not even a little bit.
How you guys doing?
I'm great.
Good. Yeah,
Feeling
really
spooky?
Good. Very spooky. It's very great. Yeah.
I'm nervous about what we're churning up by moving
the
things
energy.
around down here, but
yeah, I don't know
I'm
if the
getting over
ghosts
it.
will like that.
I will say, I think I spent too much time down here and also brought too much equipment down here, because I was hearing knocking
Oh my god.
right there in the ceiling earlier, and our tube light was flickering while I was setting it up.
Yeah, I came down here this morning, and this is the only, because I'm not down here very much because it freaks me out, but I came down here this morning to see if you were down here because I need to talk to you about something, and you weren't here, but I had my flashlight on my phone on, and I swear to God, my flashlight started strobing, and I was just very uncomfortable, and I was like, what's happening? I was like, nope,
What?
I'm leaving. I'm not sticking around to find out what's happening. Anyway, so that's probably the spookiest thing that happened.
I mean, I would say the spookiest thing that happened is someone moved a play
Oh my
school
God.
toy from the 1980s,
Yeah.
and that is something that should not be touched.
if you could shake my hands right now, they're so sweaty.
Already?
just,
I
We just
apologize.
started.
So, let's start off by letting everyone know what we're dressed up as. Julia, you go first.
I'm Velma from Scooby-Doo. Very exciting.
Is there a certain iteration of Velma that you are?
Oh, I don't know the specific iteration. I just know she's the lady with the red skirt and the orange sweater and the glasses.
Are you like Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed Velma? Are you Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated Velma?
Are you
much
What's New
Scooby-Doo lore
Scooby-Doo?
is there? I just know Velma. She's
Oh,
Velma.
there's a lot.
Are you
from
Multiverses
Scoob?
Velma?
Probably that one. Yeah.
I am Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 2, to be precise. He is a cop in Raccoon City in that game.
Neat.
And I am peaked in high school.
Just that phrase.
Yep.
Nice.
I could have just not worn a costume for that, but
It's a
I
good
decided to wear one.
It's the fact that you drew the mountain
The mountain
peaks
is so cute.
well.
Yeah, it looks so cute.
I really took some. I did spend a good 20 minutes today.
I think that
drawing
makes it, to be honest.
I was not given a lot of time to prepare a costume, so this is just kind of what I came up with. They made us pay way too much for these gowns. Yeah, $100. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wear it twice.
Yeah, basically.
Get my money's worth.
Well, and
Pretty
it
much.
looks like you did your hair the way everyone else would during graduation, too.
What is that supposed to mean?
That the waves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
everyone. Every
Is that a
girl.
jab?
No, it's not. Every girl either wears their hair completely straight or they do waves for graduation.
yeah, I did waves for my graduation.
Yeah,
I
it
think I
looks
did
good.
curls. Yeah.
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 Even though this is just my natural hair.
Yeah,
but-
right. Yeah. I love how defensive
right,
you got,
anyways.
what's that supposed to mean?
No. Anyways. So, what have we been watching? Liberty, we'll start with you this time.
Okay. To get in the Halloween spirit, I've been rewatching this show that kind of took off and then just died. It's called Reaper. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I don't think so.
Reaper.
Yeah, so basically, these parents sell their firstborn child's soul to the devil so that the dad can stay alive. He was super sick. And now it's his 21st birthday, and for as payment back to the devil, he has to capture these souls that have escaped from the underworld. And it's funny. I mean, it's not very serious. It's
Okay. It sounded so
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah,
for
I
a
was
second.
like,
know,
Okay,
it
Awesome.
imagine
Nice.
I don't know if you ever seen Chuck or Psych, that very
Oh, yeah.
2000s humor. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
fun.
It's getting me in the spooky mood.
That
Sounds
sounds
fun.
awesome.
I actually have been watching a lot of spooky stuff lately. I probably will like in the next coming weeks. But I don't know how I got through most of film school without watching a Martin Scorsese film. But I've been on a Martin Scorsese kick recently.
All right. Forgivable.
I thought Tarantino was the guy I was supposed to watch, so I just binged a bunch of Tarantino movies one summer, and I didn't think about Scorsese. But I watched Goodfellas for the first time, and then last night I watched Hugo. Oh my God, Hugo!
Oh,
I
man.
love Hugo.
Hugo's
I didn't
beautiful
know. I
movie.
didn't know enough going in. Or I didn't know a lot going in. What? Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
Okay, well, Dane hates Hugo.
All right. Well,
Dane hates Hugo.
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
No, I really loved it. I didn't know anything about Hugo going into it. I guess Goodfellas as well, but Hugo specifically, and it was just so fun. It was really sweet. It's so wholesome to see how much of a nerd Martin Scorsese is about like film history and how much like it has so much heart. I really loved it. It was really sweet. And I mean nerd in like an endearing way, by the way.
Yeah, in case
I'm
you're
not, like,
watching
trying to-
this,
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese.
I don't want to offend Martin Scorsese. I meant it endearingly.
Everyone in this room likes Hugo. Just so you know, in case you want to sponsor this. Everybody likes Hugo. What have I been watching? I'm getting through season 2 of Stranger Things again
Nice.
Rewatch nice.
because it's the Halloween season.
Yes, it
They
is.
dress up as
And-
Ghostbusters. Yeah, that's great.
He just dug through the ground in the pumpkin patch and fell into the tunnel and did the upside down shot. And I was like, let's go! And then I
1 and
stopped.
2, I think seasons 1 and 2 are definitely the spookiest. I know they take place around autumn and stuff, but like they're definitely the spookiest.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
they're
agree.
really fun. Like,
Yeah.
for sure.
The other ones are like summertime.
Yeah, summer,
then they
spring,
just-
yeah, which is
Yeah.
still great. But like these two are like perfect for
Right.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of watching things, and especially around this time of year, what are some of your favorite horror or Halloween movies that you like to watch around this time?
Halloween Town. Halloween Town
I
2,
was
Calabar's Revenge. Halloween Town 3, Halloween Town High. Halloween Town 4, Return to Halloween Town.
That is
Oh, I was like, what did I say? Okay, I will watch all those.
I agree.
That's
Those
the right
are amazing.
answer.
And then like classics, Hocus Pocus.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel. It's gonna be great. I think by the time this comes out, the sequel will have been out, but it's not out yet, and I'm so excited.
I'm nervous about it. I feel like they're either gonna do really well with it, or they're gonna mess it up.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I do watch it, it's gonna be like a double feature situation. So I like get myself in a good mood by watching the original classic one. So hopefully I'm not as let down by the sequel if it's
Yeah.
bad.
Smart.
We'll see.
Smart.
I'm still very excited.
What was I going to say?
Spooky movie.
I can talk
scary
about
movie.
scary movies.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about something you said, but I can't remember
Halloween
now.
Town.
About how
Halloween.
Halloween Town 4 is the worst Halloween Town.
Yeah,
Is that
everyone
the
knows
one-
that.
that's
Yeah,
they go
we
to
know
college,
that, but
yeah.
that doesn't. It's not gonna stop me
Yeah.
from watching it.
Yeah, it stops me.
I kind of dig that one. Kind of dig all of them. They're all great.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the 4th one again. I only watched it once.
Oh,
You don't know what
Dude,
Halloween
what?
Town is?
my god.
Dane just asked what
Dane.
Halloween Town is. Dane,
It's
did
a
you?
Disney Channel original movie, and it's iconic.
That's probably
Yes.
you probably didn't watch Disney Channel. a
No,
lot, did you?
I would be shocked.
I don't
Yeah.
think Dane has probably seen a single decom.
High School Musical, Camp Rock,
Luck of the Irish.
Lemonade
no.
Mouth,
Lemonade Mouth. Yeah.
Stuck in the Suburbs.
Smart House.
Bro,
This explains
to
a
get-
lot, though, doesn't
that's the scariest thing I've heard all day. It does explain a lot.
it? Yeah. No, I honestly, that's just another layer of Dane
Yeah.
we've unraveled.
I'm
That's
not
amazing.
surprised. I'm just disappointed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. It's like very fun,
Wow.
kid friendly, but also just that like typical.
What's the premise?
Of Halloween
What's the
Town?
premise? Well, okay. So there's a family. There's a family, and the grandmother is a witch. And there's a whole nother world that you can get to on Halloween night called Halloween Town.
Mm-hmm.
And in Halloween Town, it's Halloween all the time.
They're monsters
I mean,
and ghouls
believe it or
and
not.
ghosts.
This is where like Julia said, this
Yeah.
is where the skeletons, the werewolves, the ogres, they're all living in peace and harmony in Halloween Town.
There's a pumpkin guy that walks
Yeah,
around.
he's great.
And so basically, they have to save Halloween Town.
yeah, exactly.
And the kids find out that they're going to be witches and warlocks.
Because their mom kept it a secret from them that they were like all witches,
Which was
that they
not
all
cool.
have magical powers. Because their mom's like, no, my kids are gonna be normal. My kids are gonna be normal, but like, yeah, no. So then they go sneak out with the grandma because grandma's cool and she comes over with candy and stuff. And the mom's like, no, you can't have candy. You can't go trick or treating. Because mom's boring. No shade
Yeah.
to what's her name, Lisa probably. I'm just trying to think of generic.
That's a
mom.
pretty good guess.
Karen.
I feel like it was
No
Lisa
offense,
or
Karen.
Linda. I don't remember the mom's name, but I'm just like, yeah, she was boring.
I was gonna say
there.
it's kind of like a loose Harry Potter setup, but you haven't seen Harry Potter, so I immediately stopped myself.
So for that that production
So-
outing,
So, what
talking
we
too much
learned
about
about
Halloween?
Dane today
Yes.
is he thinks Hugo sucks
and, he's
and he
never
hasn't seen
Halloween
anything
Town.
else ever.
I feel like we learn the most about Dane whenever we're recording live.
Yeah, it's his facial
Especially when he's
expressions.
not on it.
They say it all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So no Halloween Town 4.
They recast
They do
the
yeah, that's fair. So
Marnie.
it's not ideal. Yeah, Marnie.
How
Yeah,
many are there?
4.
four in this whole
There's-
series.
There's 2, just like 1 and 2, and then there's Halloween Town High. So they go to
Yes.
high school, a
Yes.
specific, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
a regular high school, but a bunch of magical transfer students come over.
Also like Harry Potter. Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, you ever
I will
seen
say,
the
what
fourth
does
Harry Potter? Anyways, what are you watching?
Some spooky movies I watch this time of year. I'm trying to think. Also Halloween Town, obviously. I rewatched Monster House last year. I forgot how fun that was. That was a good time. That's a
Love
really great
Monster
one.
House.
That's great. Coraline. It's not like set around Halloween time, but it's still really spooky. It's really good.
Yeah, that counts.
What other good horror spooky movies? I've been trying to rewatch Hereditary every year since I saw it for the first. I really like. It's a lot. Very drastic tonal shift, but I like Hereditary. It's really good.
No, that's
Are
such
there
a great
peanuts
movie.
in this?
It's terrible.
I was like, dude, I have a bag right over there. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Almond Joy?
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
movie- that
it's
movie rocks.
incredible. It's so good. Yeah.
If you've never seen it, you got to be in a strong headspace to watch it.
It's very emotional.
Very
Yeah.
It takes an
intense.
emotion. Yeah,
Yeah.
Toni Collette was snubbed for the Oscar
I
Rude.
agree.
for sure, purely because it's a horror movie.
Yeah. Literally. Jeez.
Let's see. It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, I
I'll
haven't
always-
rewatched that in so long.
I'll always watch that around Halloween. Babadook, I got to rewatch that again. Best
Yeah.
horror movie. One of my favorites. I got to watch Sinister. I got to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Insidious. I got to watch The Conjuring.
Sinister messed me up.
Those are like
Sinister.
the three. Those are like the 3 best Blumhouse films.
Yeah.
Blumhouse, however you say it. Might watch a Paranormal Activity just because they're really stupid and I love them.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, Dane knows. I'll watch The Exorcist. I'll watch The Shining.
Yeah, both movies that really messed me up. I don't know how I'm like, oh, Hereditary is great, but when you mention The Shining, I'm like, oh no, I don't know why that's.
God, that movie is so loud.
Yeah, it is. It's really loud.
It's wild. Last year, I went during Halloween time, and I went and saw The Shining at an old school movie theater with an organist playing.
God, dude.
And it was awesome. Like everything was, and just to watch that movie again with a bunch of people and
Oh,
watching
yeah.
them laugh at parts that as a kid I never laughed at, but watching it as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, like that's actually hilarious. And it was so much fun.
yeah, that's awesome.
Great movie.
Yeah, that
Shining's
movie's
great.
awesome. I might watch Killing of a Sacred Deer again.
Oh yeah,
That movie is weird.
it's very weird. It's very weird.
I've never seen that.
It's one of those movies where they'll be having a completely normal conversation, like, "Oh, do you want butter on your waffles?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I love some butter. Can you get me some blueberry syrup too?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then the music's like,
Oh my God,
and the
yeah.
camera's just slowly zooming in on them, and you're like, "What is happening?"
Can't trust those
Wow.
blueberry waffles.
Check that
Can't do
out.
it.
It's an amazing score to that movie, but man, is it unsettling. And Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh,
Oh,
fun. Yeah.
Is that the new?
Not the new one, the old one.
The old one?
The old sitcom-y one.
Yeah.
Okay, with Melissa.
Melissa Joan Hart?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's, yeah.
But
Yeah, those are great.
the new one is good. I do like the
seen
new
it.
one quite a bit. Very pretty. It's a very pretty show.
Neat.
Nice.
So, what would you consider the best horror movie?
The best,
Yes.
I'd say,
And if you have a few, you could break it up too.
yeah, the one that scared me the most was Sinister. Because that stayed with me for so many weeks after I watched
yeah.
it, just falling asleep and like in my like it was all in my head all the time.
That one is scientifically proven to be the scariest movie ever.
Is
made.
it really?
It is. That is
By
a movie.
real scientists.
Yeah, that is
Confirmed.
that is a movie. Everyone's heart rate has been the highest watching.
Yeah, and I think maybe I told you this the other day, but when I had COVID for the first time, I was so sick, and I was by myself because I was quarantining, and I fell asleep, and in my dream, I had woken up, but I was still in a dream, and the Sinister guy was there. And it was like, I woke up that day, and
that's
I texted
horrifying.
my family that
you
I
tell me
loved
that?
them because I thought I was going to die that day. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And that's after, like, I'd watched the movie 2 years ago was the most recent time I'd watched it, but it is still so in my head.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That proves that it's a good movie.
Yeah, that movie's awesome. But again, that one, Insidious, and Conjuring are like the three best Blumhouse films.
Yeah. I like all those ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, best of all time ever. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think culturally speaking too, I think Blair Witch Project, that's a fun one. And I think
Yes.
like literally, I guess it didn't invent the found footage genre, but it absolutely popularized it. And I think it like,
For sure.
yeah, it just, I think all the behind the scenes stuff with that movie is so interesting too, aside from just like watching it. It's like horrifying. It's so creepy. And yeah, I think that's I think that's probably one of my favorites in regards of like importance to like the horror genre, I guess. I think that's really a good one.
You start
I-
walking. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I don't hear that answer a lot, and I'm really glad you said it.
I love found
Yeah.
footage movies. I know like they can be hit or miss. Absolutely. But okay, what? Well, is the one I'm thinking of like the first one? Well, what is it? Not right now. Okay.
Dan, you want to
so-
just come over here?
Yeah, dude.
just
You didn't want to be in the first podcast.
I think we've talked about you the most.
we're gonna have to put.
I'll give you the title to a
Oh.
found footage film that
All right.
you'll never see again.
Okay, sounds good. Good to hear.
Hell out.
Dude.
Oh, we should recount that. Anyways.
Yeah, we should.
So what's yours,
we should
Ethan?
talk about that. Well, I already said the Babadook is like my personal
Yeah.
favorite. That's just such a well crafted, like, no jump scare movie. It kind of has jump scares, but it doesn't do like the sound for no reason. It's
Right,
just
yeah.
like something is all of a sudden there, and that's enough. But I will say, I think the horror movie that stuck with me the most, that's not Sinister, was It Follows.
Oh my! I was half thinking about saying that. I was like, do I talk about It Follows or Blair Witch Project?
And it's,
But I love that one.
and I don't know, can I like do an analysis of that movie quick?
Yes,
for
please,
everyone
please.
that's not aware.
Absolutely. Go
So that movie was filmed in Detroit, and that's partially why I like it so much. But the premise is, the spirit follows someone, and the only way that they can get rid of that spirit is if they sexually transmit the spirit to somebody else. That's kind of NSFW, but that is how it works. But like that
yeah.
goes down the line.
Yeah.
So if that person has it and then it's passed on to you, they'll let you know, and then there's constantly someone or something following you all the time, every second of every day, no matter where you are. It is following you. So the entire premise of the movie is people will be talking and just like sitting in the grass, and there will be one person like in the background of the shot, just like out of focus, making a direct beeline for the people very slowly. And you don't know if that's the thing or not that's following them. And it's just stuff like that the entire time.
Yeah.
And,
Oh man,
yeah.
I've never seen it.
And
I'm
some-
gonna have to
Oh my
watch
God.
it.
And some-
I couldn't sleep after I watched.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep.
All right, maybe I don't need to watch it.
some of the scenes are very direct, like, oh yeah, that's what's following me. But other times the director like keeps you guessing, like, oh, it could be that person, it could be that person, it could be that person.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because it takes a different shape every time. It's not
Yeah,
just
it
like
can,
it doesn't
it can
look the
change
same.
into whoever it wants.
Yes, it could be someone you know. It could be someone you don't know. That's
I
what. Yeah.
see.
So you never. Yeah. It's just this blank-faced thing, and or person, whatever. Yeah.
But the other fun fact about that movie is it does not have a set time period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every set piece in that movie is time ambiguous.
Yeah.
So, like,
the
some-
set design is very
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, so like someone's house will be like all 70s built, while another person's house will be like modern 2000s.
Don't they have like weird shell
it's like-
phones too?
Yeah,
Like,
they
have
have
cell
like
phones, but they're shells.
Yeah, it's like a Nook reader.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like a shell, and it's like something that just does not exist.
Yeah, yeah.
And people
It's
are driving
bizarre.
around like 56 Chevys next to like 90s Camaros, and that's next to like 2012 like Chevy Silverados. You know.
Did you hear that?
I heard that too. I almost swore, but I corrected myself. I said,
Okay.
"What the fudge?"
You saw us look at the same time, so you know that was not playing.
No, yeah. I heard a little like a
Sounded
little,
like someone dropped like a
like
little
a coin or
washer.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a washer. Yeah.
Sounds like something in the background that we set up.
Uh-huh.
We were moving a bunch of
Uh-huh.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they
right.
want.
I'm sure that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Dang. What is okay? So what is the worst horror movie you've seen? And that's a hard one. I know.
I think
Yeah.
I've got one.
Oh wow. You're on top
that
of
was
it.
fast.
Yeah, well, I have two. I'll say, I really, and I've watched a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies growing up. I can't stand The Happening. The Happening is the worst
Okay,
horror
but-
movie I've ever seen.
I agree.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the
Someone's
tinkling.
definitely just tossing
Yeah.
stuff.
Probably
over there.
someone's messing with us. No, The Happening is the worst. I hate it. I don't understand how he's trying to make plants scary. I just don't get it. And the other one I was gonna mention too is like a Netflix horror movie. Came out a few years ago, I think, but it's called In the Tall Grass. I think it's based on like a Stephen King novella.
Yeah.
I think for me, a bad horror movie is if they try to make plants terrifying. It doesn't work for me. The only context in which it worked was Annihilation.
I was just going to say that. so
That's
I'm
the
glad you
only
said
time
that.
Let's
it
talk
worked.
about
Annihilation is great, but those
such a
two
good
are
movie.
examples of movies with plants as the bad guys, and I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like it. It's dumb.
Annihilation is one of the very few like cosmic horror
It's
that
incredible.
works very well.
Dane.
And I'll say Color Out of Space is the other one with Nicolas Cage based
Oh,
off
fun.
the H.P. Lovecraft story, which is Kevin's favorite.
Nice. Annihilation is incredible.
Yeah, Annihilation is so good, dude.
Man, I'm really.
Having a hard time with it?
Yeah, I guess. Because I know I've watched some that like I haven't been able to even make it through, but they've been so bad that they aren't even worth me like remembering the name of them. Because there was definitely one in college that I watched that it was like I made it to like 30 minutes like left, and I was just like, this is just getting worse and worse. I don't want to say Hell House because I like that because it's so bad.
See, Hell House isn't the one that I am
haven't
thinking of, though, because I think about it so much.
I'm not okay.
Yeah. Okay, can we just pause and check?
I don't know if we're being pranked or not. I don't know if this is a bit. This is a bit. If it's not a bit, I'm leaving the country. No. I'm very scared.
Where are you going to go?
Somewhere that isn't haunted. I don't know. The country's a bit dramatic. That's fair.
Nick.
Okay, I knew it was a bit.
Who it is?
Nick.
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jessica's
yeah,
gonna come
Jessica's
down
in
in
the
a
real
sheet.
spooky mood right
Yeah,
now.
Just
She's been shutting doors on people and
I was
locking
going to
them
say, if it's
inside.
Nick, I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I think I got it. What? The Visit.
Oh, The Visit's terrible. That is a good example of a terrible found footage film. It's god awful. That movie like cracks me up. It's
Yeah,
so bad.
That
like
movie's hilarious.
Yes. Like
So much.
I don't even. The kid actors, they're great, but it is just. I can't take it seriously.
That's-
It's so funny.
The crawl space tag scene is horrifying.
Yes.
That's about
Oh,
the
that's
only.
pretty spooky,
That's the only
yeah.
part of that movie that I don't want to watch.
Don't
it.
they shove a child in an oven at some point? I can't remember. Or
Yeah,
like
she's
they,
like,
she
Yeah.
threatens to.
Can you help me clean the oven?
And then
Right.
And then yeah, he's like, let me at her. And she's like, did you get it?
It's like, dude, your grandparents are acting weird.
And then they're like, oh
And
wait,
they're-
those are your grandparents.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh wait,
Spoiler
they're
alert.
aliens.
Wait, are they aliens? No,
They're like weird.
I thought they were just
From
from.
what?
No, they're not.
No, they had the well.
I thought. Well, I don't think they're aliens. I think they're just from a mental institution, which is, has its
Dude,
own problematic
they're aliens.
implications.
Yo, what
but-
movie did you watch? What are you talking
That
about?
one-
Watch the movie again. They're aliens.
Is that like the twist within the twist?
Hot take. They're aliens.
Oh, okay, that's just a theory.
You're gonna make me watch this movie.
Dude.
again.
Liberty, don't make me watch The Visit.
Hot
I swear to God, I don't want.
They're aliens. Dane, you've never seen it?
Dude, I didn't
You're-
know that they were aliens.
I'll look up the synopsis later.
Okay, cool.
But I had a suspicion they were like, yes, I know they did escape from a mental institution,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
pretty sure they're aliens.
Mental institution is a cover up,
I
obviously.
don't know what to say.
Anyways, what's your worst movie?
Mine. I watched it immediately after I watched the Evil Dead remake, which is amazing, by the way. It is absolutely not funny at all. It is just horrifying, like one of the most brutal movies I've probably ever watched. Highly recommend it. But the one I watched immediately after it, and that made it even worse, was The Tall Man.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah.
That is a super low rated, off the radar, because I was on a Slender Man kick during that time. I still am, because I love Slender Man, and I think that everyone that's tried to do like a media adaptation outside of Marble Hornets just doesn't understand the character. But my sister and I were like, oh, it's going to be about Slender Man, and it's going to be super cool, and they totally made the premise to be that way, and it's just not
Oh no.
like at all. It's just like some tall
Spooky
dude
tall
that
boy in the woods.
that kidnaps someone. And they unveil him. They're like, "Oh, it's David." And he's like, "Wow." And I'm like,
Like some
"What?"
Scooby-Doo episode.
I don't even know if I finished that movie. It's one of the very
man.
few movies that I did not ever finish. It's just not a good one. Is there a horror movie that you love that everyone else hates?
Let me think. Okay.
Because mine is a Babadook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to think that I like.
Does anyone really like a Paranormal Activity movie?
I don't think I've seen one because
I've, like,
those
seen
came
all
out
of
when I
them,
was
but-
like a teenager, or like I'm probably like early teens, like 13 or 14, and I was too scared. Like they would keep coming up as YouTube ads, and I would be like have to leave the room. I would just be like so scared, and I couldn't. So I've never watched one. Maybe I can now without dying, but it was very spooky.
Yeah,
That
they're
was
very
very
jump
spooky.
scare.
That was
based.
definitely like the high school movie. They'd be like, you'd be at like a sleepover. They'd be like, let's watch Paranormal Activity. And then half of the people would be like, yeah. And the other people would be like, maybe we should find something else to watch.
that everybody would want to watch.
Yeah. So I feel like over the time, like I saw all of them, but they were all just like, it's all kind of the same thing. The kids of the kids of the kids of like,
Yeah, they're like, oh, she was a great grandma
you're like, what?
that got possessed, and she's coming back for her great grandchildren.
Yeah. And it got to be some of the same like jump scares too. Like, let's make these pots
Yeah.
move. Let's have the dog bark at nothing. It's like, okay.
Revolutionary.
I remember one of them that actually kind of freaked me out was like the camera's in the kitchen, and you see one of the knives on the cutting board just float to the ceiling, and it goes out of frame, and you just don't see it anymore. And then the mom walks into the kitchen and is doing stuff, and you're like, where'd the knife go? Is it gonna come back down? And then it ends up coming down into the cutting board, and she screams. But That one, I was actually like, all right, I'm kind of stressed out right now.
I think the only answer to that question that I can think of, and it's not even like, oh, a movie that everyone else hated by, like, it was like a movie that got mixed reviews, and it's also a new movie, so like, but I just saw Nope recently a few weeks ago, and I was obsessed with it. I heard a lot of mixed reviews. I heard like some people were like, it's okay, some people liked it, so I was nervous going into it because I was scared I wasn't gonna like it. I loved it. It was amazing. I was obsessed with it. It's incredible. It's so good. I love alien movies. I love Signs. I love Arrival. I love a good alien movie. E.T. Oh my god, I love an Arrival. And Nope was just such a good take on that. It was so unique and original, and it was just, I loved it. I'm obsessed with Nope.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's so good.
I haven't either. I really want to.
Yeah.
Because I like all of his other movies.
Yeah. It's different from his other stuff. I don't like. It's less like. There are definitely really scary parts of it. I guess it's more of like a thrill, like a horror thriller almost. But it's just so fun. It's just genuine. Highly recommend. It's really good.
Good. Everyone, go see it if it's still in theaters. I don't know if it will be when this podcast comes out.
I don't think so. I mean, by the time I saw it, and this was like a week or two ago, like the only showings available were like the 9 p.m. ones. So it might be coming. It was a good one for sure. But that also means like it's almost done with its theater run.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you like alien movies, did you like the War of the Worlds remake?
The remake. With Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched it a lot growing up. It really freaked me out a lot. I haven't rewatched it in a while, so I don't know. I'll say yes because I remember like whenever it was on, it was effective at being really scary, but it was always like a fun horror. I liked that one. I like how I think one of my favorite like predictable tropes is when it's a horror movie or a zombie movie or something like that, and there's always a kid with asthma. Always, all the time, and that's just one of my tropes. I just think it's funny to see, and that one's definitely one of them. Or he has some sort of respiratory issue. There's always a kid with asthma, but I like it for that reason because there's a kid with asthma in it. Dakota Johnson's good in it, and I like her. She was like I really liked watching her as a child actor. Like Bridget Terabithia, I think she's in that, and she's great. I like War of the no, I like War of the Worlds. I'll have to rewatch it at some point because it's been a minute, but I like that one. It's a fun one, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, that one's good.
Alien movies.
Dane's kind of smiling and nodding his head, so
I like it.
That's pretty good. Well, as you two can see,
You okay?
I don't think any of us are okay.
Okay.
What?
I actually might have just scared myself, and I thought I saw something moving for a sec.
It's probably your luscious locks.
It actually might have been.
Yeah, you're still not used to having your hair down.
Yeah, I'm
yet.
not.
Oh, yeah.
It's normally up.
Okay. We're
Candy.
getting into a discussion.
Anyways, we got a big bowl of candy here.
Heck yeah.
And I want to know right now, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
I'll say anything fruity, just because I can't do dairy, so I can do like dark chocolate, but I normally avoid other kinds of chocolate, so I just like lollipops and like just fruity lollipops are kind of my general go-to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also grew up with a ton of allergies, so I don't know all of the Halloween popular ones.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, give me a lollipop and I'll be good.
Yeah, that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
So.
I definitely Heath bars for like the chocolate.
Okay.
And then for like the chewy Smarties. Or the chewy Sweet Tarts. Sorry, the Sweet Tarts. They would come in like a little package. They were kind of newer towards the end of like, Because I feel like you can't just have like a favorite. Like you gotta have a chocolate one and then kind of like
That's
a gummy
fair.
sweet one because they're totally different.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, I would do like a lot of sour gummies too. Anything sour, I really like. I think.
I think for me, like a fruity one would be like the Sour Patch Kids that came in the little bags.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in here. The Reese's Pumpkins. Love those. Those are good. Yeah, Wagner gave me one the other day, and I was like, I owe you my life.
Nice.
It was so good.
Oh, lemon heads too. Oh my god, lemon heads.
Oh,
Same vein of like sour candy, but oh my god, lemon heads. Like, or warheads too. Like, those are so good.
Yeah. I think my favorite candy overall is Three Musketeers. So.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good,
Some of those in the break room.
Just gets up and leaves.
They're so fluffy. I love them. So what's the worst Halloween candy? And I already know.
No one likes licorice. I
be.
think that's a pretty basic bad candy choice.
Black licorice or licorice
Really?
in general?
I think licorice in general.
Ooh, I like licorice.
I guess I haven't tried. I know.
I also like licorice.
Yeah.
Try the fruity Twizzlers. Licorice.
Oh, okay, sure. Maybe that's pretty good. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Especially the one with jelly
Yup.
filling.
Nice.
I will say this on the topic of licorice. Twizzlers are better than red vines.
Yes.
I will die on that hill always.
Yes.
Nice.
No one else in my family agrees with me, but I fight the good fight. And I will say that right here, right now.
What is your guys' opinion on candy corn?
I hate it.
I'm here to start drama and ask about people's opinions about candy corn.
I will say this. I like it quite a bit. I cannot eat a lot of it.
I think that's where I am into. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't hate it, but also because definitely if I eat too much, it's not gonna feel good in my stomach. But I don't love it. It's like not amazing. It's candy corn. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just living its best life.
Yeah, I hate it. It's disgusting.
You just won't eat it
I
no matter
won't
what.
eat a single. No.
That's fair.
I don't like the texture of it. It's
Fair.
way too sweet. It's like
It's basically pure sugar.
suffocating. Yeah, it's like
It's dense.
one of
They're
those
very
pumpkins,
dense.
and I'm like,
The pumpkins are different. Those are
I mean,
different.
it's insane. There's,
Yeah.
but I mean, I totally I'll have candy corn at my house for people who do like it, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But then they went too far with it. Now there's Easter corn and there's Christmas corn, and it's like, okay,
I've never heard of that. That's a thing.
Yep.
Why are people
Yeah.
doing that?
Exactly.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, now we're pushing it. We need to
Yeah.
stop.
We wanna
As a
make
society,
more
we
people
need to.
mad.
yeah. Also,
This is-
another hot take: those popcorn balls.
Oh, I don't think I've had those. I've
Did
seen
they ever
them.
give those out for like trick or treating? Like you'd go up and they'd give you like a bag of pretzels and a popcorn ball. It's like, okay, but
That might have happened to me a while ago, but certainly not that I can remember.
probably not recently.
I never wanted one.
Right.
Yeah, recently no.
Who's like excited? I don't know.
I got a popcorn ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my mom used to pack my lunch in a elementary school, she'd always give me like peanuts and M&Ms, and I'd be like, yes. When fall came around, she'd add candy corn into the mix,
Oh,
and I'd be
nice.
like, ooh, because that candy corn would have some salt on it,
Oh
and
yeah.
that with like
Ooh, okay.
juxtaposing the chocolate, I was like, ooh.
I love when sweet candy is like salted. I just
Yeah.
think it's just a magical combination of sugar and sunlight. It's great.
Yeah.
I think I just like salt a lot, which also might be it. But yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we agree candy corn is probably the worst.
Yeah, I think it's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like I'll say it's the worst. Yeah.
Okay.
I was also never a fan of those like strawberry ones in the
There's
strawberry
strawberry candy
wrappers. They'd like come in the shape of a strawberry and they'd be like strawberry candy with like a gooey center.
Oh,
You know
I know
what I'm
you're
talking
Yeah,
about?
I know what wrappers you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
I don't know if it was just my neighborhood, but I would get hundreds of those.
I don't know if there's like a candy outside of like black licorice that I don't particularly enjoy.
Here's a question. How do we feel about Tootsie Rolls? Yay or
I
nay?
liked them as a kid. I don't think I could stomach them now. I don't like the texture very much. It's too
Yeah.
chewy.
Yeah.
It's too indigestible.
Sometimes I'd get like the long ones,
Yeah.
and I'd be like,
Got it.
I'm here. I'm spooky. The witch
just
is
gonna sit
in. How can I help you?
It's okay. We're friends.
Everybody scoot down this middle bit.
That's why.
hello everybody, we're back. I teleported over here because someone far more important has taken my place as a new host for this episode, and that is our amazing project manager, Aubrey Petty.
Wow, that was so nice. Thank you.
Of course.
You know I love being on the pod. And I love spooky stuff, so.
And Aubrey does not have a costume today, but it is okay because her Halloween costumes have consistently been the best for the past, I don't even know how many years.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, I try to do like a homemade fun thing, and I just solidified my plans for this year last night, so nothing really to bring today, but hopefully it's a good one. Mostly I do it for the gram. Like the last couple COVID Halloweens. We were laughing earlier because I was telling everyone I literally just dressed up at halftime of a football game, took a picture, and then took everything back off like it was Not much to do during COVID Halloweens, but I still dress up anyways.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Costumes are great.
It's
That's awesome.
It's so weird down here. My palms are sweaty.
I know. Mine too.
Oh my God.
I scared myself earlier, I think.
It's scary. It's weird down here.
Big spooky.
Yeah. All the viewers at home, you can have my stuff if I don't make it out. Anyways.
You want to talk about Hell House?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I'm going to do a rewatch.
Are you?
Now that it's actually spooky season. I think it's appropriate.
That sounds kind of fun.
We watched it in like June.
Yeah.
On like a sunny day in Chicago.
Oh, it was nighttime,
True.
I think.
It was. It was because Liberty fell asleep.
Okay, call me out like that.
Hasn't slept since. I only say that because we scared you.
Yeah, I fell asleep and I woke up to her and him in their hoodies with their hoods pulled over their heads, standing in the corners,
Allegedly.
waiting for me to wake up. Ethan was standing over me, like on. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Except some friends you are.
And we got you coming out of the bathroom too. I like stood outside the bathroom door just like waiting for you.
Two very vulnerable like positions to be in as well.
Yeah.
Sleeping and
The bathroom one was unfortunate.
Honestly, I'm surprised we pulled it off because we were laughing so hard.
I stood in the corner for that one.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking upstairs about some creative marketing going on for a scary movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right now,
that
how they
smile
have
one.
people just like posted up smiling. Like I saw a girl in the rain at the Yankees game just sitting by herself, just like creepy smiling.
oh, I saw that. I was wondering what that was.
They have people
I
posted
just
all
thought
around.
she was like just doing that.
No.
I was like, hey, that's an unfortunate smile to have. But good for you.
Yeah. Or they had someone like right behind the catcher, right at home plate, so the camera would always pick. And there's just this guy, and he's just like this.
I'm gonna watch all those when we go.
It really, I
upstairs.
can't wait to see the movie.
I can't. I'm gonna see it Saturday. I'm so excited.
God.
It's gonna be great. Probably gonna go at night and for maximum spookiness. It'll be great.
I love that.
If it's
Yeah.
not good, I want it to be like stupid good.
Yeah, exactly. I want it. Yeah, I have really high hopes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My gauge for scary movies is kind of like I either want to laugh at the cheesiness or I want to be like scared to walk to my car after.
Yeah. Right.
There's
I
really
agree.
not, and if it's something in between, I'll probably change it. Because sometimes like you can get through the cheesy,
Yes, for
where
sure.
it's just enjoyable to watch, and then there's like the actual like really scary. Like I know you guys talked about Hereditary earlier. That one,
Yeah.
that one got me for a couple days,
Yeah.
but
That
I'm
one
like
sticks
I'm like
with you.
ready for that this time of year. Like I'm prepared to be
Yeah.
Basically.
scared. Yeah. Like scared to go from like my dark living room to my bedroom. Like running, even though I live like alone and with a locked door. I'm like, you like jump in bed and get under the covers. Like that's going to help. Like I'm 30 and I still do that, but I like it at this time of year.
Are you all people that'll watch horror movies by yourself?
I will definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to be in the right mood for it, but like absolutely.
Yeah. I'll have like candles lit, dark room. Super spooky. What?
I will, maybe. But then afterwards, I'll have to watch like a Disney movie or something.
Oh no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Some Coco Melon.
Yeah, I have to
some-
watch like cartoons after.
I like to put on Kids Bop 5. And
This isn't a secret, but my comfort show is Great British Baking Show. So that's usually what I watch after a horror movie. If I'm a little too spooked, I just like watch British people bake things, and
That's
it's
a
very
good
sweet.
buffer.
Yeah, it's a good buffer. Yeah,
GBBS.
yeah.
yeah, my
right.
buffer's like
I love the new
crime
season
shows.
especially.
So I go from like spooky stuff to like Law and Order
Oh, I
SVU.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Ooh, not exactly comforting.
Question.
Ethan, yes.
Yes, Ethan.
That's more of a statement. I just thought of something else I've been watching, and I want everyone to know about it right now.
Okay,
Oh,
but
all
I
right.
Can't wait. to
We have
hear
your full
about
attention.
Do any of you remember the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared YouTube series? With the
No.
puppets, like
Oh
Sesame
my
Street
god.
style.
it. No, but I feel like you're
no.
gonna send it to me later. Now.
Oh my god.
I will.
Julia does.
Oh, I know.
Because there's a TV show
Is it
that they
douche?
made.
When?
I don't know.
Oh.
But people are sporadically, illegally posting them on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching them in that
Okay.
short time period that
So
they stay up.
that's the show they decided to give a bigger budget to make scarier. I'm
Yeah.
upset.
What
I'm
is it
upset about
like?
it.
So,
Tell us about it a
so the
little.
premise is like, it's like two puppets and then a guy in like a big red costume, and they're all like very funny, like silly looking, like children characters.
Yeah.
And they're in their house, and like everything's colorful and fun. And then like one of their random house objects was start talking to them and sing them a song. And they're like, "What's it like to see all these colors?" And they're like, "Do you want to know what these colors mean?" They're like, "Yeah." And then they start singing, and then as the song goes on, things devolve into just like insanity, and just like things get creepier and creepier and like more obscure. And then by the end of the video, it's just like the most like horrific, chaotic thing you've ever watched. And then it all goes back to normal at the end, and then the credits roll.
Is it scary?
It's terrifying.
It is, yeah.
Like unsettling and like
it's like it's
really
surreal
unsettling.
humor and surreal horror.
Is it like marketed towards children? I'm imagining like a 6-year-old clicking on it, like, ooh, puppets, and then 20 minutes later, just like, huh.
Yeah, that's what happened if you were a child growing up on the internet. You would find things like that. It's like, oh, that looks fun. And like, like I've seen so many things. Oh my god.
Like those animated series where it was those like squirrels, but they would like.
Oh, Happy Tree Friends.
Oh yeah. Same vibes.
Okay.
God, he knows.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is like a coming of age thing for children to watch.
Yes.
Because that was messed up.
Oh my god, salad
remember
fingers
that.
though. Salad fingers.
Salad fingers.
I can't do it. He's it was so creepy.
That was a lot.
You're too good at it. You are too good at impressions. I'm not letting you do that one
right.
because it's gonna be
Sorry.
good. I'm gonna be. It's too scary.
I'll send the links out for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah, I'd love to watch it.
Those are a necessary horror
There's a good
watch
stash in there.
for sure.
They're
Yeah,
terrifying.
help
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, go
You
for
already
it.
talked about candy, right?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your favorite candy?
My favorite hot take is almond joys are my favorite, and everyone hates those and calls me a grandma.
I love almond joys.
That's me at Three Musketeers.
What's your hot take of like something that you don't like?
Candy wise,
Yeah.
I don't like Three Musketeers.
Fight.
I know, I
fight,
don't.
fight.
I don't, but I'll give them to you. That's all that means. You can have mine.
All right, that's fine.
I don't have like a hatred for them. I'm just like, rather not.
That's fair.
I do
You
love
just want to
almond
wipe
joy.
them off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
No,
Like I would get if someone gave me an almond joy, I would give it to you.
I love
because I don't
coconut.
particularly like.
Or the
them.
ones with the dark chocolate in the coconut.
Mounds.
Yeah.
Are we all dark
Which
chocolate
also,
people?
Yeah, dark
explain
chocolate's
that.
great.
Mounds, I don't understand. Why wouldn't Mounds be the one with the almond in it? Because that one has a
Because that's the
mound.
almond joy.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I'm sure there's an answer.
Maybe just because it's just a mound. There's no hump.
Could be. Just a mound of coconut covered in chocolate. Or maybe there's a deeper meaning.
Yeah, I'll go with that. But yes, dark chocolate.
I do love candy corn too. That seems to be a hot topic around Halloween. The candy corn
Yeah.
pumpkins.
Everyone else at the table is like, Liberty hates them, and Ethan and I think they're like fine.
Okay.
But you love them. Okay. So
What
we have
about
the
the
whole
candy corn?
spectrum present today.
Yeah. There's also the candy corn peanut mix that people get really upset about. You mix just like a salted peanut with candy corn in one bowl together.
Oh, that's pretty nasty.
You're talking about Ethan's childhood
Delicious.
right now.
That's my fave.
I also love circus peanuts. People hate those.
I did circus peanuts.
I need to eat one again because I didn't like them when I was a kid, but I bet I would like them now.
Yeah, it's just like styrofoamy sugar. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I think I like them because we'd be starving before dinner, and my grandma would be like, "Well, I got some circus peanuts. I'll slip."
Yeah.
And then
Or
I'd
like
be
a Werther's,
"Yes!"
like a Werther's caramel. Like, Grandma, how long have you had these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aubrey, is there any final thoughts you'd like to add, seeing you joined late? But
I really love Halloween. Expect to see me thriving this time of year. I'm also into like witchy, spooky stuff. So we'll save that for another day since we're down here. But if anybody needs anything after being down here, I'll leave my card.
I just saw the,
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and like sage myself after this. But you guys should be fine.
Julia, Liberty, any parting thoughts? Anything you want to say to the ghost so she's not
Oh
upset?
my god.
She's already upset.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, she don't like that.
I don't want
want
to say too much, but
I don't know why she made my phone do a little strobe effect this morning. I don't know what she has against me. She was really scary. No, I hope the ghost is okay and has a good Halloween, and we'll be gone. This is the only thing we're doing down here. Don't worry, we're gonna be gone soon. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Stay safe. Don't talk to strangers.
This
Unless
is
they have
Check
candy.
your
No, I'm kidding.
candy.
Don't
Check your
listen.
candy.
check your candy.
Check it. It's true.
I once
Check
found
your
a
candy.
John Deere lawnmower in my kids' Three Musketeer bar.
When I lived down in Ohio, people actually put razor blades in the candy.
Yeah.
Like you always hear that. It's
Yeah.
like the myth, but people actually do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What a fun note to wrap up on.
Well, let's celebrate
Hey.
the changing of the seasons.
Oh my God,
The leaves are
yes.
falling.
Yeah, there's
Cooler
a lot of
weather.
colors changing this weekend.
Yes, this
it's
is
a
a
little
beautiful
chilly.
time.
Yeah.
It gets spooky.
Yeah.
Football, spooky stuff, cold
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Yes.
Peak
Thriving.
happiness. Typically, people's like the seasonal depression starts during this. Mine ends.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Like
Oh, mine's
I-
coming. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool. And with that, everybody, this is part one of two of
Yeah, we're
our Halloween series.
Stick
Good?
around for part two. Part two.
Uh,
Yeah, part 2.
yeah. Part two, we just talked about the ghost that walks around in this office. We're gonna dive deep into a character study, if you will, on her. She might be here for that. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And we'll share a few scary experiences ourselves. Have a little fun time, a little spooky time. This is kind of lighthearted, but we're gonna get serious next episode. So get ready.
Things are good.
Thanks for joining us in this damp, dark basement. And why don't you actually head to the front porch for us,
Yeah, go upstairs. It's not good down here.
please?
The vibes are better on the front porch.
Good?
That's a god.
Yep.
Just blacked out the whole
Alright.
time.
Believe it or not, we are actual video professionals in addition to being total wackos on this podcast. If you like the front porch, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok. We deliver best in-class video content for our global clients in a range of corporate applications. We regularly work with product-based companies, corporate marketing teams, high-tech manufacturing agencies, and many more. If you're ready to get started on your next video content project, reach out to our team and let's talk video. You're welcome on our porch anytime.